Hey guys, it's another bright and sunny day here in Florida, so I went in and closed the garage door so you can actually see my face, for better or worse. The wife had taken the car out not too long ago, used the little privacy cover, and it rolled back on her, even though it was under the clips, as most of you know that they will do. So I watched a few YouTube videos, and this is what they suggested. Sorry, the light's in your eyes, but as many of you know, when you pull this privacy cover up, it goes around there and then it goes under and it comes back until it's pinched right there. So what they suggest doing is getting a new little piece right here, just 2 screws, and this comes right out, that has a bottom on it so it cannot come out. So that's what we're going to install. Carefully get this back up, let it go back. I'm going to take these 2 screws out. That piece comes right out. Now it's time for the fun part. New toys. Well, that has nothing to do with the car. Aha, this is what we're after. These are the new clips. As you can see, there's a bottom on them. So the sun visor comes in here and it locks in and it can't go anywhere. So these are not marked right and left, but you see these holes are more towards the front. So you just line them up with the holes that are more towards the front. And this, you kind of make that's the same shape there. You just make that work. You just have to push the screws through. Looks like in this one you can kind of tell they made their own little circular holes, so it's kind of pushing through there. All right, you're gonna have to push down the carpet, line them up, and screw them in that way. I just tried to put the screws in first, and that does not work. Well, maybe get a metal bit or a magnetic bit. Need to get a magnetic bit so that'll help hold it for us. All right, once you get the screws started, give it just a little bit of a love tap with a punch. I'm just using this this bolt with a nut on it. And the goal is to make the screws kind of in the center of the holes. Because if you put it in the center of the holes on both sides, you ought to be pretty even. And it doesn't slide very well because it is pretty tight. Once you get it in the center, tighten her down. Don't over tighten. And this side's done. Now all we gotta do is the same thing to the next side and see if it works. So I just got the screws out of here and noticed that my little trim piece is broken right here. So I'll need to be replacing that too. Now let's get these screws back in it. This side seems a little easier, like it's not quite as far down. as that other side was. I don't seem to have to push into the carpet as far. That's probably car specific though. The other one I kind of had to push the carpet down quite a bit to get these guys in the hole. Defrost cord. I boogered up the screws just a little bit on both sides. Oh, I forgot to center the holes. Again, take your little punch. Put it in about the center. Tighten her down very carefully. Don't over tighten. Alright, that works. Now let's see how it does. Now we can pull the shade, lock her in, and she's in on both sides and can't go anywhere. Good deal. I was touching the microphone as I was moving it forward, so I'm not sure what kind of noises you may have heard. Also, as I was pulling my shade forward, I found that. Looks like it goes that way right there. So now I get to find out where that goes. Looks about the size of the shade. I don't see anything under here. Yeah, so. Alright, well that's got that done. Looks pretty good, and it did keep the shade closed. So I think that project's done. In addition to the broken trim, there's my weather stripping. A lot of good that's doing, so it looks like I'll be doing weather stripping to her as well. So, broken piece of trim right there. It looks like that screw is just out. Sorry for the glare, you're getting a lot of sunshine in. That screw is out. And then, I gotta figure out where this piece goes. So as you can see, you're just kind of along for the ride with me. It's about time, meaning it's about how I spend my time. It's about time I get a car I can work on, and it's all about time, what I have time to do. So you can see now that these aren't practice videos. These, things aren't repaired ahead of time where I can figure out how to do it and then come back. I mean, I have to, do a couple things twice, but, that's the way it goes sometimes when we're working on things. And this was a real easy project, but I did a real simple project because I knew it would be a short video, just so I can give a sneak peek for one of the next videos, maybe the next, but no promises. But asking a question of you, what do you want to see? I've had several people subscribe now and say thanks for the C4 content and all that. And I'm very new to the C4 world, very new to the YouTube world, as you can tell by the lack of videos I've posted so far. So what do you want to see? That's my question for you. Do you want to continue to see me work on things? Do you want me to drive it? Obviously, I know you do. Cold start's a big thing, and I will be driving it soon. There's a real hilly, windy road that I'm very interested in driving it on. It's just down the road from us, so I'll be going out there soon. I'm actually just getting back from vacation today, so I wanted to change these out real quick because I know the wife's going to drive it soon, and she likes covering up her purse and things in the back. So I needed to go ahead and get this done. That's the reason I'm making a video. But leave a comment below. Tell me what you want to see, and I will do my best to make it happen, depending on the the caliber of things that you want to see. But now for the sneak peek of the next video. So I'm still searching for this little plastic piece. I have not been able to find the plastic piece anywhere. So if you know where I can find it, if you would leave a comment down below, that would be great. But they make a vent for this rear hatch, and I did not realize that until someone in a C4 Facebook group that I joined a while back posted asking how great they are, and everybody had rave reviews about it. So I looked it up on YouTube, and a couple people had how to install, and, you know, oh, I really like it, here's my review of it, but nobody drove the car with it on there. So I want to drive the car and see if the microphone can pick up the difference of wind with you know, the targa off and the windows down and the latch closed versus the latch vented. You know, drive it a couple different ways and just kind of see what it is, and I'll describe it as we drive in case the microphone's not picking up the wind or something. But I figure if you're looking at these videos, you can probably put this on, because the way I saw it, there was one little tightening screw behind there and one bolt and a nut on it that goes through there to kind of clamp this, and it just made this, basically extended this down to here. That way you had a little gap in your hatch, a 2-3 inch gap. You know, we'll see when it comes in, but I did order one of those. So one of the very next videos, I don't know if it's going to be the next one or a couple down the road, but I will be installing that, and not only telling you, oh yeah, it's great, I love it, but taking you along for a ride, and let's see how well it works. So please subscribe, like the video if you liked it. Again, comment below, tell me what you want to see, and I'll try to get you some content.